Hi, everybody. Father Mario Romero, priest at Holy Cross Church in Lafayette. And I'm sure most of us watched the governor in his latest press conference. The governor was telling us that we're now able to go into phase one of the transitioning process. So we're trying to figure out what does that mean for the church. We're able to go inside of the church now for masses. And I've just finished getting with Kyle Melanson. Kyle is our social media person, and he's also our youth minister here at Holy Cross. And we've developed a kind of a little sheet of guidelines. So pardon me for reading, but so I don't forget anything. These are some of the things that we talked about. During this coronavirus time, all Catholics in the Diocese of Lafayette remain dispensed by Bishop Desatel from the obligation to attend weekly Sunday Masses. So this dispensation continues on. So if you're not ready to get out in public, don't worry about it. Watch Mass online, pray at your home, and you're going to be fine. So the next one we talked about, please do not come to public Masses at this time. If you are elderly, if you have any pre-existing health conditions, suspect you may be getting sick, or have a sick person living with you at home. If a parishioner is in good health and he or she wants to sanctify their week, they can attend Mass on any day of the week and fulfill their spiritual duty. So that means you don't have to wait till Saturday or Sunday to come to Mass. You can come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you can sanctify your week that way. And so if more people do that, then the crowds for the weekend Mass may be somewhat alleviated. The next little point, beginning this weekend is May the 16th and 17th. All Masses will be held inside of our church building at Holy Cross. Everyone should enter through one entrance, and that one entrance is the canopy side entrance of the church, facing the Edgar Martin school side. So enter through the canopy side. All of the other doors will be locked, and the reason is because we need to count. We're allowed to have 25% capacity in our building, and if all the doors were open, there's no way we can get an accurate count on it. So 25% capacity at Holy Cross is 187 people. So enter through the canopy side entrance. All the other doors will be locked. The state of Louisiana, as I mentioned, limits buildings to 25% of capacity. So Holy Cross seats about 750, so 25% of that is about 187 people. We had this discussion in our staff meeting. What if we let people in, we count them, we have a person at the door with a counter counting to 187. Should we just let people roam around and decide for themselves where they want to sit? The drawback of that, the disadvantage of that, is families can sit together. If you're not with a family, you have to be 6 feet apart. So it would be very difficult if everybody chose their own seat to be able to get the economy of seating. So somebody will show you, will ask you, sit in this area. And so say you have one pew, you have one person sitting here, and 6 feet apart is your second person on that one pew. So the person in the pew behind should fill that gap. So on one pew you have one person here, 6 feet, one person here, and if you're on the next pew, you should be in that gap, so that there could be that 6 feet of distance. Let's see. Admission to Masses will be on a first come, first serve basis. And we brainstormed the other day. We had a staff meeting, and we were saying, could we get a reservation system? Could we get tickets? What could we do to prevent a first come, first serve? And everything has its drawbacks. You know, if something was online, well, what do we do for the parishioners that don't have internet? If it was tickets, well, what do we do for the person if we have a ticket box outside? Somebody comes and gets tickets for their whole family and all their neighbors. And so that one person would grab 50 tickets, and then, you know, everybody else would not, you know, be able to come. And so we battered around a bunch of these ideas, and the simplest, most straightforward thing is first come, first serve. So unfortunately, it may create a line situation. That's not the goal of it. It's not the best ideal, but it's what we can figure out at this point. So can you please try to be patient with us as we try to figure out what's the best way to do this. Each parishioner should wear a mask when they enter the church building. We noticed that outdoor masses, some parishioners were wearing masks, some parishioners were not. When we go inside, you gotta wear it. So we're gonna have, I think we have about 300 or 400 masks that the diocese has given us. So if you don't have a mask, we'll have one to give you, a disposable mask. So come with your mask. Families can sit together, as I mentioned. Everybody else outside of that family, 6 feet apart. We'll have hand sanitizer. Use it when you're coming in. Use it when you're leaving. There will be no missalettes or hymnals in the pews, and that was a directive from the diocese. And I guess they're thinking people are handling these books, and so they're trying to stamp out germs being transferred. The music ministry will be pretty simple. We didn't want a 50-person choir to take 1/3 of our seats, so we have a 1 or 2 singers and a pianist. So music during this time will kind of be bare bones, but it's still very beautiful. If you're able to do so, at the outdoor masses, we had a wicker basket for donations. I know this time of the quarantine has been economically challenging for many people. If you're able to help the church with our salaries, with our bills, there'll be a wicker basket in front of the altar. You can come at any point and drop your offering, and it sure is appreciated. Also, just want to say a reminder, on our website there's a link for something called Faith Direct, and Faith Direct is online giving, and it really has taken off, online giving, during these times, because writing checks or getting a check when our church office has been closed has been a challenge. So online giving, you say every week or every month or every 6 months, this is what I want to give, and it's automatic. So it doesn't require any thought on your part after you set it up. We're going to go back to our pre-corona mass schedule. Our weekend mass schedule normally has been Saturday at 4 o'clock, and Sunday we have 3 masses, 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and 5 p.m. So that's our weekend schedule starting this Saturday and Sunday, May 16th and 17th. It's our normal schedule. We're trying to get back to normal. The church will be open. Confessions will be now from 3 o'clock until 3:45. So at 3 o'clock on Saturday, the doors will open. If you want to come to confession, I'll be in the confessional. The doors will stay open, and 4 o'clock Mass will take place. And so as people are coming in, somebody with a counter will count to 187. Our weekday Mass schedule is the pre-corona schedule. Every day, every weekday except Tuesday is at 9 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 9 a.m. Mass. And then Tuesday's Mass is 5:30 p.m. And confessions are held before the 9 o'clock Mass, 8:15 to 8, let me do my math, 9 o'clock, 8:15 to 8:45 is confessions for the 9 o'clock Mass. For the 5:30 Mass, 4:45 to 5:15. That's our pre-corona, regular, normal schedule. The church will open on Sundays. Our first Mass is at 9. Doors will open at 8, and the person will start counting at 8. And then 11 o'clock Mass, the doors will be open, because 10 o'clock Mass, 9 o'clock Mass will finish about 10, and then 10 o'clock Mass, people will arrive for 11 o'clock Mass. The church will open Sunday evening at 4 for the 5 o'clock Mass. Our Saturday Mass at 4 will be recorded on Facebook Live and later posted to the Holy Cross YouTube channel for your viewing. And you can view it after it's posted at any time. So again, if you're elderly, if you have health issues, don't come. Still enjoy Mass and pray with us online. When coming up for communion, please observe social distancing. Please have your mask on. And these guidelines, these are the current ones, and it's in phase 1. Eventually we'll go to phase 2, and then in phase 3. So the guidelines, I'm sure, will be revised. So we'll try to keep everybody updated as we revise them. So again, thank you. This has been a crazy time for everybody, crazy time for the church. And so we've been trying to minister to y'all as best we can. So thank you for your patience and your prayers, and look forward to being together again. Thank you. God bless.